Alright folks, so let's cover the basics, how to be an average enjoyer of the Waffentrager Legacy mode. Now this mode is actually about the same as last year's Return of the Waffentrager. Even the vehicle model is practically the same, so all the tips, all the info are pretty much the same, other than the missions. The missions and reward track are a little bit different. So let's take a look, but this time around, you need to collect 400 tokens or stamps from the daily mission to complete all the progress bar, complete the bonds, and the 2 keys for the large boxes. So that is the main reward, as well as the crew members with their voice lines and 4 skills, which is pretty hefty compared to last year's only 2, but there were 4 of them. So that is your main goal, 400 stamps, which is pretty important. So you get daily missions per day, and these will give you stamps as well as keys for the Waffentrager. So Harrier missions are practically about winning or just doing more damage. So top 3 and win on top 5 as well as do the damage. So these 2 are actually somewhat simple depending on how much you play. So the more you play, obviously you'll complete them. And this one is a little bit hard because you have to win. So I think it's a little bit better than last year. Last year was like you have to kill the Waffentrager. So you have to kill Steel with the last shot or something, which is kind of ridiculous. But it's still pretty hard to win. So for the Waffentrager, you have to win, you have to deal damage, and kill enemy. So you get actual large boxes if you kill the enemies, but it's not as important as getting the stamps. So stamp is practically just deal damage, and you get more stamps if you win. So pretty simple. But these are all once per day, so once you complete them, you can complete multiple of them. So make sure you don't waste your keys for the Waffentrager when you get no benefits other than the kill more enemies and get the large boxes. This is also limited into 3, so you can only get 3 out of them. So for the free-to-play player, you can only get 5 boxes in total if you complete everything in this event. So 500 gold, as you guys mentioned, opening the boxes, as well as additional chance of getting premium tanks, which is not half bad, but you get about 55 stamps on the easy missions daily, and there's about 10 to 11 days left, so obviously that's plenty enough for you to complete the whole progress bar. Also, if you complete all the missions, that's 95 stamps per day, which is more than enough. So you have enough time, just make sure you get to it. The only downside is it doesn't add to your battle pass points, so you have to dedicate some time, a little bit, but if you're good, then it won't take more than an hour per day. So remember to save your keys when you finish with your missions. Obviously, playing the Waffentrager is limited, so save your keys for the next day's mission. You get 1 key per day if you finish the Harrier missions, so don't worry too much. But here are some Waffentrager tips. So don't rely on your auto aim. Learn to aim the gun. So also, there are armor on the Patton, obviously, and some armor on the Object 140. So you will bounce a few shots, obviously. So learn to aim, which is kind of important. Aim at the drive wheels or the lower plate, or the commander cupola, which is kind of important. Treat the number 2 key, the EMP shot or EMP arrow, as a regular shot. So it's like Bioshock in a sense. Hit them with the Thunderbolt and slap them with the wrench, practically. So combo, EMP shot, then normal shot, and they'll pretty much die on the second shot from the 128 or the railgun. Use the 3 key, which is the EMP burst. That is the area effect. So this is useful for recapping or resetting the cap if they're behind the tower or if they're behind the buildings. So this will go through obstacles, which is pretty useful. Also to stun the area effect, and being able to teleport only when the shield is up. So this is kind of important. If your shield is down, telling by the red HP bar on top, then you cannot teleport to save your life. So yeah, just be wary of that. Also, when you're teleporting, it is kind of beneficial to just reload the clip. So you take about 5 seconds to 7 seconds to teleport. So calculate that with the reload. The reload is 11 seconds, which is just pack them all up together practically. So don't panic teleport when your opponent or the Harriers are going for a tower cap. So just make sure you assess the map. Don't overcommit to the teleport practically. If you teleport to one side and they readjust, you're practically on the wrong side of the map. So just don't panic. Don't panic teleport. You have the health. Also ram when you're needed, because the shell is only 4 rounds per clip and it's 5 seconds between each shot. So you're not that bursty compared to actual Waffentrager, but you have a lot more health, obviously. So ram when you're reloading or when you're between shots, kind of important. Camp near the bots when your shield is down, so they'll provide additional fire. So also they'll kill steal, which is important for your mission, but it's better to live than actually getting kills, I guess. And protecting the tower is more important than protecting the bots. The towers are the thing protecting you practically with your shield. So prevent them from delivering the plasma or capping the tower, which is the most important thing. They can kill all the bots they want, just don't make sure they're capping practically. Now for the Harriers, it's all about timing. So everything is about timing, your skills, when to cap, when to kill the bots for the plasma. Everything is about timing. So don't engage the Waffentrager. Don't even think about it until all the shield is down, all the little bars on the shield. So you could do some damage, like between the shield down parts, like 4 of them, I guess, or 3 of them, but don't overcommit. You will not survive. And the downtime before you respawning is kinda bad, so it's more important about you dealing damage Viet Cong style or guerrilla warfare style than actually directly commit to the Waffentrager, because you will not win most of the time. You will have to learn the map and use all the terrain, all the buildings to run away, so don't overcommit. Really don't. Learn to time your perks and power, which is also important. That goes for the 𝑨𝒗𝒆𝒂𝒈𝒆 shield, that goes for the siege mode in the pattern, as well as the large shot from the 140. So learn to use it correctly, but I think the best one or the simplest one to use is the object 140. You don't have to learn about the siege mode slowing you down or the shield timing for the Waffentrager, but it's more versatile, so I prefer to go with the 140. So go for the bots, but save the easiest one to the last, because sometimes you don't have to kill all of them. The plasma will deplete if it's left alone after you kill all the enemy bots, so you could save a few of them and come back later to pick up the plasma when the Waffentrager is distracted. So save the last one. Usually it's the Panther, or sometimes it's the Panzer IV-H, sometimes it's the Tiger II when there's an E100, so just save the easiest one for last. Also remember, don't kill the bots too quickly. The plasma is timed, it will deplete obviously. So learn the tempo. There's time between each step, and shields up into bot spawning, into tower spawning, and have to wait for it to charge before you can dump the plasma. So yeah, you could kill the bots, pick up the plasma, but the actual tower is not charged yet. You have to wait like 30 seconds, and when that time is done, the plasma's gone. So it's all about timing. So learn the steps and the tempo. You cap the tower, the shield goes down, and you have to kill the thing if you can, or deal some damage before they recharge the shield. And there will be a time before all the bots, all the shield, or all the towers recharge. So there's always a time limit. So predict everything, as well as the teleporting of the Waffentrager. So it's all about dancing practically and tempo. So I have 2 gameplays on the same map, both from both sides, one from both sides. So you get to see how to win as the Harriers or as the Waffentrager. But the main thing about this mode is just enjoy the mode. It's not about winning most of the time, it's just finishing with the 400 stamps to get your 5 boxes if you can, as well as the 2 crew members and 3,000 bonds. Enjoy your time, you're not missing out too much. As well as don't fear it. I mean, if you don't want to play it, don't play it. It's alright. It doesn't progress your battle pass points, so it doesn't help that much. So I have 2 gameplays of the same steps map, steps, whatever. So one is the object 140 and one is the Waffentrager. So let's take a look. My mouth is starting to slur. Alright, the Object 140 on Steps map. So usually the Waffentrager always spawn on the east side of the map. So always engage the closest to your position in terms of enemy bot spawns. So obviously the closest one is right here. And I suck at aiming into the turret front of the Tiger 2. But hey, you have a lot of teammates helping you out. So usually the Waffentrager always goes for the closest enemy spawn, which is usually in the middle of the map, but now we're going for the closest to us, which is near our spawn point, pretty simply. But I think the Object 140 is the most versatile vehicle out of all of them. I mean, it doesn't have the firepower as the Patton, it doesn't have the speed as the 𝑨𝒗𝒆𝒂𝒈𝒆, but it performs still pretty well, so I still like it. And it has the DPM. So from this position, the Waffentrager cannot get to you as quickly as he wants, unless he teleports, but that's a waste. Dramatically big waste. So now, I think all the maps got slightly readjusted with more dips and hold down positions. So therefore, you get better capping as compared to last year's, I think. I mean, last year you don't have as much protection when you're trying to cap, other than the tower itself. So this time around, it's a lot simpler, I think. But take a few pot shots when you can. Don't expose yourself as much, obviously. Go for the bots at about 30 seconds left or 20 seconds left to the shield being recharged. So you don't want to spend all the time dancing with the Waffentrager until the shield comes back. And when it does come back, you'll have a tough time running away. So just run away ASAP. And Superting, squirrel tactics, pretty important. So yeah, everybody should not trust the auto aiming. Don't trust it. So as I can engage all the bots and bounce shots against a Tiger 2. I don't think it's the same gun that's on the tier 10. It only deals 250 alpha, so it's not the same 100mm. So I'm expecting the guy teleporting to me right now, but nope, he's not. So alright, I guess I'll pick on more of the bots. I was getting afraid. So pick on all the bots for the plasma. And don't expose your vehicle hull to all the Tiger 2s and Tiger 1s, you'll get shot up. I'm an idiot. And Serpentine against bots as well. Throw off their shots. Also use your large caliber gun or the large shell whenever possible. The Waffentrager's coming, so I saw that right now. Now I'm also losing health against the bots, but hey. Can I? Oh god, can't detrack. Oh jeez. And here comes the Waffentrager. Ah, I'm getting killed. It's alright. Prevents the actual Waffentrager getting a kill off of me, so that's fine. Wait a little bit for the respawn. So obviously the replay is also glitched. It's not as reliable as the actual replay for a random pub. So there's a mod for allowing the replay of the Waffentrager mode, but it's not that, you know, good. So we're spawning back here, just kill the stuff for the plasma. And we'll deliver it. So here comes the juke. So we're running away with the plasma. He noticed that we have the plasma. Now, as you already saw, the Waffentrager is right between the two bot camp, which is pretty bad positioning for us since you can defend both camps. And one camp is in a corner too, so that was a highly advantageous position for the Waffentrager, but luckily our teammates split up. One go for one camp, one go for the other one, and that way we divided the attention of the Waffentrager practically. So as you can see, that guy is running towards us. We're going to number 2 tower position. So he is about to panic and teleport. So I'm changing course. I noticed that he's going to go that way, and he's going to teleport. So he cannot catch up. He's not that fast. So he will panic teleport, and I'll tell my teammates to change position. So, oof. He basically teleported himself out of the map, practically. So, simple cap right now. So, learn how to juke your Waffentrager opponents. That is pretty important. So yes, it's like playing football in a sense. Juke around and cap when necessary. It's alright. There's no actual lives limit this time around. Last year you only have like 3 lives or 4 or 2. So you cannot waste that many lives. But now, you can have unlimited spawns, but it just takes some time per spawn. So as you saw, yeah, his shield is down, but it's still some ways off for me to drive over there and shoot him when there's only like 50 seconds. So might as well just go for more bots. And that way also you deal more damage. So that's also pretty important. Panther. 70 alpha. Oof. Well, nerf version of the Panther. Also, remember to go for engine decks as well as transmission hits. So getting fires or ammo racks are pretty important. Save you the time of dealing all the damage as well. Circle strafe, which is also important against the bots, as well as the Waffentrager. But Waffentrager has the EMP area effect, which is not as useful for you or beneficial for you. Duh. So that guy is camping next to the bots, which is kind of important, but we go for the other side, and therefore we got charge. Now there is a charge addition. So as you saw, it jumps from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I do not know why, but hey, I'll take it. So taking the charge all the way to waiting the actual tower to be charged or spawn. So might as well use the charge and deal some damage to these bots so my teammates can pick up the additional plasma as well. So you deal a lot more damage with the shots when you have the plasma. So take advantage of that. He is spawning or he is teleporting, so I'm trying to guess where he's teleporting. And he teleports to number 2 instead of number 1, so quick tactical retreat. Going back the other way. So the damage I dealt to these vehicles helped a lot because my teammates can now pick up the plasma as quickly as they can. So you get 2 plasmas practically. So I'm driving one way, my teammates going to drive the other way, and we split up the attention of the Waffentrager. And I think the 𝑨𝒗𝒆𝒂𝒈𝒆 has it. I have the other one, so I'm going to dump this one over here. While the Waffentrager is trying to take the other charge for some reason, or getting distracted by the other 140.
Should we blow something up with this stuff?
So obviously the timer is glitched. Don't look at that. It's the replay mod, obviously. So now his shield is gone. Just don't focus on him. Just go kill more bots. Always go kill more bots. The more time you spend killing the bots and destroying the shield, the less you have to worry about when the final timer is up. So just always go for bots. You're not going to deal that much damage. It's better for you to push as a team in the end than actually getting some chip damage over the course of the Waffentrager recharging the shield. So always go for more bots. Always go for more bots. You can have a few of your teammates to just annoy the crap out of them. Like playing guerrilla Viet Cong tactics against the Waffentrager right now. So we're going for more bots. And I think the patent is better at taking out the bots than actually the 140 or the 𝑨𝒗𝒆𝒂𝒈𝒆, but hey, as long as you have teammates, then everything's good. I'm worried the Waffentrager will snipe me in the ass at this point, but hey, 𝑬𝒏𝒋𝒐𝒚𝒆𝒓 is pretty juicy. Back of the turret exposed. Oh god, I'm bouncing so much shells on the Tiger too. You can also go for ammo racks at the back of the turret, as well as engine decks for fuel tanks, but the sooner you kill these bots, the better, right? So go for the back of the turret. And Waffentrager's coming, I noticed that. It's right there. So we got 2 plasmas, one from this camp and one from the top. So that way you split up your teammates and the Waffentrager's attention. So now we have the plasma and we have the charge. So he is trying to go for me. I'm going to dump my turbo and serpentine and try to counter his moves. So once the thing on my teammate cap the tower, I have more damage now. I deal 1,000 damage to the Waffentrager before getting exploded.
Don't panic.
So that's practically how you play as a team. You split up if the Waffentrager is coming for you, and try to go out for both of the bot camp. You don't have to focus on one bot camp. You have to split your attention. And sometimes, yes, you'll die, but it's worth it. I mean, you split the attention up, and that way he doesn't have a chokehold on both camps, defending both camps super easily. So go for the kill, and we're pretty much a home stretch. So now you have plenty of time. You have about 1 minute or 2 minutes, at best 3 minutes to kill the Waffentrager. And with 5 vehicles or 6 vehicles all engaging the Waffentrager, he doesn't have a chance. So that's how you play Harriers, and we have another Waffentrager gameplay mode on the same map. And I'll show you how to play the Waffentrager practically.
We're done with you. Never come back.
Alright, time to give them a good show in the Waffentrager. So I won't spoil it, but the ending to this match has got to be one of the grossest teleport there is for this mode. You'll see what happens, but luckily the tower spawn is close to my side of the map with one of the camps for bots in the center. So it's a pretty lucky spawn, I guess, but the bottom spawn for the bots are kind of far away, so it has to force me all the way down there to prevent the bots from dying. But there's a cheeky 140 going for the middle for some reason. Alright, he is more important, so always protect the closer targets, which is the towers, than bots. Always protect the towers than bots. You have to run all the way to the towers to cap them practically, so always go for the towers. But this Object 140 has bit the big end of this stick, because I'm going to dump all my powers onto him. And friggin' Tiger 1 bot stole my kill. God damn. I need the kill for the daily missions, or the mission for the keys. The large box keys. You son of a stupid bot. You should die. God dang it. He stole my kill. Oh no. So I see them running towards the bottom. So obviously I'll go towards the bottom, but wasted too much time dancing with the Object 140. That's my fault. But hey, you can relax a bit in the Waffentrager. It's not that demanding compared to playing as the Harriers, so you can play a little bit more sloppy, I guess. It's not as tightly knit of a pack or team playing, I guess. So yeah, I'm trying to reset the cap with the area effect, but I did not get there in time, unfortunately. So they're still here, and they will do more damage to me, but I have a lot of health, and they don't. They die in 2 hits. So you're not going to survive. I'm going to take a few hits, obviously, but that doesn't matter. So I'll take away all of your health. I'll stun you, then stun you again with the area effect, so you're not going anywhere. So it's kinda pointless to shoot at the Waffentrager at this time. You still have to go for the bots. And when I have 2 stun effects, one from the shot, one from the area effect, you're not getting away, especially with this large caliber of a gun. So yeah, took care of 3 kills, but freaking Tiger 1 stole my kill. God damn it, bot. Also, don't stand still. Map awareness is kind of important, so you stand there and you get sniped with a Waffentrager. So yeah, don't stand still. Bad idea. Map awareness is also key. You'll get detracked, you get stunned, and then you get followed up with a bunch of shells. So engine damage as well. Ooh, I have the commander perk that sees damage module. That's neat, I guess. But they took another plasma, but luckily this time the 2 towers are close to me, so they're just running around with the plasma, unless they go for another spawn of the bots. But yeah, kind of wasted with the plasma they're carrying. So this guy is still trying to snipe, but he's playing the pattern. Oof, another big hit. So this guy's running for it. Also, make sure you have teammates to help you cap the towers, because doing it by yourself means you're going to take hits. Like this object on 40, he gets stunned. So now he gets picked off by the large shells. He gets also detracked. And the plasma also goes away. So, yep. Also, I have shield on, so why is the patent wasting time shooting at me? I have no idea, but bad idea. Bad move. Yeah, I'm gonna come for you now. And you're playing the patent, so you're not that fast. You have more health, but this gun deals like 700 alpha or so yeah, you're going to get EMP. You're going to get EMP twice, and then I'll shred your lower plate. Fun time. Go for your teammates and help out with the bots. Don't shoot at me. Bad idea. Uh-oh, you're not pinned. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm going to pin again. Ooh, look at the track physics. Alright. Also, don't drive in front of the Waffentrager. So what the hell you're doing? I have no idea. You're going to get stunned. Follow up with the shell. Do the combo. The shock jockey, or I don't know. That's Bioshock Infinite. That's not the actual Bioshock. The shock plasma, and then the actual wrench in your face. Yes, that's a combo. Deal massive damage. Alright. Also follow your teammates. Or not, I guess. You're going to get rammed. So. Oof. It deals a lot of damage ramming too. It's like almost 600 alpha ramming. Jesus. Oh, he didn't die. Well, ram. He died. So. Yep. He is running away, but I have a teleport. I saved it all this time. And here we go. Obviously, it's glitched for the replay. You don't see where I teleport to, but you'll see. I'll teleport. Ooh, wiggly effects.
And what are you going to do with it, huh?
And that is the grossest. Teleport, there it is. Jesus Christ. Right into the three of them. Stun once with the EMP arrow. Stun twice with the area effect. Oh my god, that is nasty. Oh, that is disgusting. Gross. What kind of teleport is that? Jesus Christ. Drag intercept. Oh no, I pick off 4 of them this way. Jesus. That is nasty. I feel sorry for the enemy team. Oh god. Well, there you go, folks. Some tips on how to enjoy the Waffentrager mode, but just enjoy it. I mean, it's only for the missions, so only collect the stamps, and that's all you have to do. Don't worry about the damage, don't worry about winning. If you don't like it, don't play it. Have a good time, don't worry about it. Don't fear to miss out. That's the main moral of the story. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Sayonara, arigato, koe no kagiri. 悲しみよりもっと大事なこと。去りゆく背中